Now the senses are sensuality. In their taste and touch, smell and see, and hear. Now, every business has an aroma. When I had the accounting business, I had maybe 135 different businesses. I could go in blindfolded, I think, and tell you what business I was in. Now, the chocolate business, in addition to being an intimate business, is a taste, touch, smell, see business. So, to prove that, I brought chocolates.
Wow.
You can touch them, you can taste them, you can see them, and you can hear your pal chewing them because they're not tasting. And you can love them, and you can touch them, and they're sensual, even sexual.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Well, I was given a compliment. I used the phrase, candy is dandy, but liquid is quicker. But in any event, so when we get into the senses of things, you can smell a new car, right? Yeah, we had some students down at Bradley University in Peoria. They bottled Essence of Peoria. And they sold them for $1 a bottle. And they made a lot of money. But so you can make a living off of those 5 senses. If you think about how do I want that to be. So come up, lead with the senses of it, the art. Smell, see, touch, taste, or feel. And then, of course, we have some other senses of movement. They go hand in hand, and we have senses of passion. So I think you have to be aware of all of those senses, but do it to the point it becomes natural. Establish the sensory priorities of your work. Where are you strong? Where do you have to work to create a visual representation of your evaluation? That might be a business plan, so that make music a priority. Now, I'm a music guy. I've always had a desire, and actually, if I drink enough, I can sing country and western songs and do line dancing. And the older you get, the more inhibitions you lose. And independence is great. Finding music is a great stimulant, and you hear it. And why do you hear music? And I think that's what. And then finally, review a great design, share your favorite examples from CD covers to dictionary, whatever. You see them around here. So I think the senses of experiencing your business, when you learn to love a business, how do my senses react to that? Do I really want to do that? Is it painless to do? My accounting work was painless to do. My chocolate manufacturing was painless to do. Our charitable work now, Mr. Hennessy runs the Coleman Foundation, and I'm what they call Chairman Emeritus. It was like being in.
Being what? Being what?
But
Like being what?
in any event, I set up the Hughes Foundation, so I have something to do to overcome that situation. Anyway, but I think that, so it's fun giving money away. It's harder to give money away than it is to earn money. It really is. When you're making money, there's an expectation of productivity and measured achievement. So if you're going to give money away that you earn and pay taxes on, which already a minute makes it less, and you want to achieve something with it, like we're doing here, then we have to see what kind of expectations there are for what kind of measured productivity can we get for that expenditure or that investment.
How much bang you can get for your buck, you mean?
Zappy wouldn't they?
Oh.
Highlight
Give
it.
any words.
Put a red dot in your head. But I think but you're right. I mean, how much, whether it's giving money away or whether it's doing it for profit or tax-exempt purposes, And that's where young people are going to end up now. When you see this great transition of wealth that's going through the society today, which I haven't seen a great deal of yet, but it will happen. There will be, in younger people, we've already seen that there's more desire to be involved with that. There's more desire to be helpful in the cure of Katrina or some of these natural disasters. At the same time, participating in what is the result. So I think that that will change, and I think that's the involvement, and that's what happens when you give money away. So it really is more difficult. There's a huge amount of money. I mean, there's 70,000 foundations like ours alone. How many can you name by heart? So it's the same thing with the stocks. If I ask you how many corporate publicly held companies can you name, you probably all can list a good many. And then I ask, well, okay, that's just 10,000. That's good. You know that many. Now there's 27 million non-public. How many can you name? Well, I bet if I went around the room, we'd probably be lucky if anybody knew more than one. Now that you know me. But I think that's the things that you have to be aware of. There's more going on that sympathizes with your endeavors than you realize. There's more people that want to help you than you realize. But you have to do that reaching out and use your senses of who are those people. And I can say that I think there's probably more hate in the country today than there was when I was a kid. You have to be driven every place today. And when I was a kid, it was an adventure. You got into fights, you walked through neighborhoods, you experienced life firsthand. The kids don't get a chance to do that today. And it's unfortunate because for whatever the reason, we've kind of lost our way, we've cheapened life, and it isn't necessary to do that. But the only way that I know how to do that is for me to come here with these fellows and people and tell you firsthand and let you challenge me. Oh yeah, Mr. Hughes, what about this? And Mr. Hughes generally has an answer. I can dance. That's the census now. So remember what those are.